Thank you for viewing Lydia's Insights. Sprinkle, 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 sparkle, 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 a bunch of pizzazz and all that jazz. Woo! My introduction, la da da. Okay, so yes, today is a new day, and right now the sun is out, but earlier it wasn't, and it's quite beautiful. People out there watching and viewing, I want to share with you something. I want to read this to you. Streams in the Desert. Now, I typically read Streams in the Desert in the morning. And a couple of days ago, I was running late. I had to go somewhere in the morning, and I was running late. And so I skipped my morning routine of my reading. And the end of the day, and I'm feeling kind of like, Lord, oh Lord, my purpose and what am I doing, and am I really doing it all that well, and so I looked down at this very book, and I just thought, might as well read it, because what else are you doing right at this moment? So I picked it up, and it was really good. It's I'm not going to read the whole thing to you guys, but I will share with you that what it's about. It's about a gardener, and he sees this violet, and it's happy as it can be. And actually, it was a king. It was a king that had a garden. Sorry, it wasn't a gardener. It was a king that had a garden, and he went out to go look at his garden, and I guess all the other plants and trees and stuff were saying, I'm just not good enough. I want to be like that. I want to be like the pine. I want to be like this. And so then they just started dying. But then there was this little violet, and the king seen it, and the king looked at it and said, well, you don't look like you got discouraged at all. And the violet said to the king, well, you wanted a violet. I was determined to be the best little violet I can be. And so then, later, as it says, the book says, others may do a greater work, but you have your part to do, and no one in all God's family can do it as well as you. Oh, I felt so blessed and so thankful that I read that, because I felt like it was the Lord speaking to my heart, and I was just so thankful. So I want to share my joy with you guys, and I want to send that message to you all, that we all have a job to do, and no one can do it like you. So you go out there and be the best you that you can be, and that's what matters. That's what matters. Because our God is happy with you. You just give it your all. Woo! All right. The other thing that I wanted to share with you guys today was something called cognitive dissonance. Wow, what is that? Some of you may have heard it, some of you may be familiar with it, and others of you may be like, I've never heard of it before. And the best way that I can describe cognitive dissonance is when you have a belief or values. It's what makes you you. And something or somebody comes against that value. Maybe it's someone very respectable, someone in a high position, or just doesn't matter where they are at in life. You just happen to feel their influence in your life for whatever reason that may be. And they do something, or they say something, or something is done. And that, whatever was done, caused a disaster of some sort, something terrible, or maybe not even something terrible, just something that just wasn't right. And then what happens is you come in and you just can't believe that they would do that, or they would allow that, or that they would even initiate something like that. So what you do is you rationalize and you justify. Well, they must have not meant that, or I must have misunderstood them, or things got taken out of context. This is what happened. This other thing came in, and that's what this happened, and that's what happened, and that's what it did. It just wrecked it all. You're believing your own lies. That's what you're doing. And we all are guilty of cognitive dissonance at some level and some time in our life. For me personally, I'm going to share this. Something personal about me I'm going to share with you. My past relationships, I have done cognitive dissonance without even being aware of it. Typically, that's what happens. You're not even aware of when you're doing it. I went from A, well, I don't even think I was in A, and I just jumped to C. So A and B are extremely important to me. But I just skipped to C. And that's where I come in and say, okay, yeah, that is really important to me. And yes, but you know what? I really like this person. I'm really into this person. And it's okay. Because of la 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 la, whatever it may be, whatever at that time I told myself to believe, whatever a lie, because that's what it is. You have two thoughts, and that's where the dissonance comes in, because you're trying to make up for the wrong. And in my case, there was nothing that could make up for the wrong. The fact is that A and B was important to me, and I skipped the C. Yeah. There's all kinds of ways that we do this. And that's for us to take a step back, take a breather. Maybe it's going to be a day, maybe it's going to be more than a day that you need to step back and just try to step outside the situation, or whatever you're viewing at the time that you see that this is wrong, and here I am rationalizing it. It's tough because when you're doing it, you don't know that you're rationalizing. So, but you may feel it. And if you're feeling something physically wrong, because there's been research that actually shows that physical things start happening to us when we go through the cognitive dissonance. If you're having any inner turmoil at all, if your peace is disturbed within you, take a step back and seek and ask and see what it is. And that's what our Lord, our God, is there for. He wants to help you. He wants to give you guidance, but he's not going to give it to you unless you ask for it. So that's my little insight for today, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you for once again coming to view Lydia's Insights. Bye.